Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's me, David Brown, here with this Wednesday's Wednesday tip. I count it as week 4. I think that we've been in the stay home, stay safe initiative here in Washington State. Maybe it's the 3rd week, can't tell, but it's definitely becoming the new normal. In today's Wednesday tip, I want to talk about the 3rd in my 3-part series about virtual leadership. As you might recall, we talked about how to manage people from afar, how to set expectations and follow up on their work. We've also talked a little bit about how best to communicate with your team now that they're virtual. In this episode, I really want to talk about how the manager should think about how they're perceived. And this is really 3 simple P's that I think you can do as a manager, not only to be effective as people work virtually, but really this is about being an effective manager overall. I think that these 3 Ps hopefully can inform all that you do, not only when managing a team, but getting through all of this COVID pandemic that we're right in the heart of as I speak to you today. The first thing that I want to talk about for managers to think about is to be proactive. Keep an eye on the horizon for yourself, for your team, for your company, and make sure that you're able to see something coming and remove the roadblock before it hits the work that your people are doing or becomes an issue front and center for your team. So be proactive, be out there, be reading articles, be talking to other colleagues, keeping your finger on the pulse of the industry so you know before it becomes a kind of a fire drill what's going on or what's coming down the pike. The second P is almost as important, and this is about being productive. You are being looked at by your team, you're being looked at by management as well. And I think if you have a spirit of productivity, this kind of, there's always something to do, there's never really a downtime, we're busy. I think if you live in that moment and realize that there's never a vacuum, that there's always a project that needs to be done or something that could be updated or improved. If you work in that spirit always, it's going to reflect down and your team has got to see it and they're going to be inspired to do the same thing. The last one, and this is very important now and always, is to be positive. Stay positive. This doesn't mean Pollyanna, and this surely doesn't mean lie to your people to keep them happy, but make sure that you're positive, you're uplifting. Now and always, your team is looking up to you for what needs to be done, how to interact, and how to further the corporate culture that your overall firm has created. And I think that being positive in the way you interact with people is the foundation for all of those things going very well. So that's it. Those are my 3 Ps: to be proactive, to be productive, and to be positive. Hope you're all having a great Wednesday. Stay safe, everybody. I'll see you next week.